Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55% so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Man Dog Pod. My name is Ryan Rosenberg, and I am the host along with my good buddy, Dan Lippert. What's up, Dan?
Dan Edward Lippert to you.
Excuse me. I know you like to use your middle name all the time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, well, I think maybe that was subconscious on my mind because I was writing your email for something, and I always forget what the A is in your middle name.
It's a secret, so you're not going to find out. Sorry, bud.
You mean A stands for a secret, right?
Yeah. Oh, damn! They know my middle name now. My middle name is a secret.
You were named by a private Italian.
Yeah, that's right. No, my middle name is Andrew. So if anybody wants to use it, feel free.
All right.
Well, folks, we're back for the conversation and improv today. I forgot to mention that part. And we're just in the conversation.
Hang on. Andrew is Tarver's middle name also.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah. That's where the Drew comes from.
That's where the Drew comes from. That's interesting. I don't know if we've ever talked
12 years,
about
we've never discussed it.
Yeah.
At least that I remember.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I simply had to hang on for that.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody really needed it. Now that we know that me and Drew both have the same middle name, but he goes by his middle.
Yes. Now, before we intro him, we'll have our guests put their middle names in the chat so that we can intro them with middle names. If you don't have a middle name, then just say no middle name, but we'll give you a second here. And now, Ryan, back to, yes, it's an improv and conversation podcast.
That's right.
Patreon, patreon.com/themannow-dog. What else were you going to say before I really threw it off?
I think that's really it. Just that I forgot to say what this is. Thank you for the middle name there, guest. We appreciate it. But yeah, we just kind of hang out with our buds, mostly from the UCB Theater, mostly Los Angeles, and we do some improv. We have some chats. We have some laughs. And thank you, guest number 2, for that wonderful middle name.
Well, let's bring them on now that we have them. They're both returning guests, so I'm sure you saw the names on your podcast app. You said we've enjoyed them before. I can't wait to hear this one. Starting with the first name in the chat app, Allyn Sherry Pintal. Hi, Allyn.
Hello. Hi. Thanks for having me back on.
Thanks for being back here. Sherry's a cool middle name.
I like that.
Yeah. I guess the story, I don't know where it came from, but there's like a story that my dad wanted that to be my first name, but then my mom made up my actual first name. It's like a combination of my parents' names.
Oh.
And so Sherry just got relegated to my middle name.
Are your parents like artists? Are they like creatives?
No,
it sounds like
this is like very much a Filipino thing I've realized lately, to like kind of mix the parents' first 2 names. Though technically, like in the Philippines, you get 2 first names. So like on my birth certificate, my first name is Allyn Sherry. But then when we moved to America, they were like, nope, no 2 first names. That's your middle name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I see there's so much to be learned in names. It's the whole family tree here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm trying to read your name and guess what your parents' names are. But I can't tell.
Do you want to?
Yeah, do you have a guess, Ryan?
Allyn. So it's Allyn. I'm guessing. I just don't know. Allison and no, I really don't know.
Good guess. Good guess.
Is it Alcoholic and Linda?
Oh, close, very close.
Linda.
It's Albert and Jocelyn.
Albert and Jocelyn. That's a good one. That's a good. What do you call that when you put?
Portmanteau.
There you go.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, let's bring on our next guest so he could chime in because I know he's itching to have some middle name talk. Ronnie, Gerard, Adrian.
Yeah, I'm glad you really hung on there. Yeah, I didn't have anything.
I saw stuff, Gerard.
Not a perfect roast by Ronnie, but I felt it. I felt the vibe of the roast for sure.
Yeah. Story behind it. Yeah, I think Gerard comes from. I don't know. My mom was pregnant with me. Gerard was some person that she knew that helped her through the pregnancy or something. I think he might have drove her to the hospital or something. You know what? Oh. This is a story that I've heard before and kind of like being like, but never like fully. I think that next time I go home, I'm about to ask my mom, like, Mom, Gerard, where did that come from exactly?
Yeah, and why does Dad hate Gerard so much? What's up with that?
What's really funny is that interesting at least to me, is that my dad's first name is Ronnie. So I have my dad's first name. And then that's it. Like I'm not a junior or anything. I have nothing else besides his first name, which is just Ronnie. And my grandmother, like on my dad's side, everybody calls me my middle name. But everybody is country. So they heard my name and they just basically called me Gerard. So it's not even close to Gerard. They just call me Gerard. And when they spell out stuff or they call me Rod, like R-O-D. So it's just like, and I've never corrected anybody. I'm like, sure, whatever. It's just like, that's just what it is. But it was funny because one day somebody, who knows me as Ronnie had called me Ronnie in front of my grandma. And it almost was like, she had to be like, oh, right, I forgot that was your actual name, like your first name. And then she goes, I don't know why they named you that. And she said it as if like the name Ronnie is just bad. And I'm thinking in my mind being like, but your son's name is Ronnie. Like,
you started this.
Right, exactly. Like this is your doing. You began this trend. Like.
Maybe she felt jealous. Maybe it was like, God, they're just going to steal the name I came up with. They couldn't come up with their own. Jeez.
Right. That I came up with.
A real ownership over Ronnie. I like that story. I like the how much texture. I feel like maybe everyone has this everywhere, but like we know everybody as this certain type of person, especially in improv. That like lives in LA and does this thing, but everybody's got like a totally like a home persona or like a home life that's very rich that you just kind of don't learn about, or at least I don't, maybe because I'm not curious enough. And I like the like texture of that, learning that stuff. I don't know.
It is so funny that a ton of your family does not get your name right. That would drive me nuts. I'd be like, excuse me, can we just go over this one time and then know it for the rest of the gatherings?
At this point, I'm just like, I don't even. Sure, right. Gerard, it's fine. It's like, it's been going on since I was a child. So it's like, and it almost didn't even register to me. Because I was just like, oh, they just don't say it correctly. Like, like it's like, they still, it's this, but they just say it like Gerard. Like, that's just how they say it. And then I just
You're very generous to give them that misunderstanding.
But it didn't really dawn on me until one day, like one holiday, I got like a card, and in the card it was spelled like that, and I was like, oh, they don't get it at all.
Like one person is telling everybody else, no, that's Gerard. Like, we don't know this guy's name. Will you help us?
So I was like, okay, whatever.
That's same for me. A lot, like for most of my life, most of my like aunts and uncles will still misspell my name on like Christmas cards and stuff. Because I know it's like Allyn is, I guess, pretty rare. So it's always like some combination of like, ALAN or ALLEN.
Right. both the typically male spellings of the name.
Like, that's not me.
Right.
Well, now that we have phones, it's almost not allowed. It's like, save the name in your phone the right way and then check it before you send the card out. Right. You don't have an excuse anymore.
Yeah, that's so true. It's right freaking there.
Well, like I would say one of my, I wouldn't call it my oldest memories, but like, you know, where the time of your life where it's like, I don't remember much around this time, but I do remember this. When I was like 5-ish, I had a tennis instructor who always called me Danny. And nobody ever called me Danny. He just decided to call me Danny. And I always remember, even at that age, wanting to be like, nobody calls me that, dude. But just like swallowing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's making me like really uncomfortable.
Even as my 5-year-old self, knowing that it's like, you're being a little diminutive right now. Like you're kind of like, you're making me your boy or your bro. And it's like, I'm not that. I'm Dan.
Right. That's really funny. You're like man of the house at 5 years old.
I don't have any scenes. I do, but it's like I see where it's going. I'm not crazy about it. We can keep talking.
You don't know where it's going. You know, that's the point. That's the point of improv. Dan. You think you know where it's going.
When you've done as many scenes as me, Ronnie, you can see where they're going. Dude.
I got one.
All right, good.
Oh, Ronnie, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come visit your old grandma. It's so nice of you.
Of course, Grandma. Anytime. Like, anytime I got time, I want to come over here and see you.
Oh, you're a sweet boy. Your parents raised you right. They sure did. I'm so proud of you.
You helped.
Maybe a little bit. You know, when I did try to help, I tried to help on naming you, but they didn't take my advice.
Oh, I didn't know that, Grandma.
Yes, they were thinking Ronnie, and I said, don't do it. Don't do it. I hate that name. The only Ronnies I've known have been thieves and disgusting freaks. And I said, do not name him Ronnie. Do not. He'll turn out like Ronnie.
Okay.
The disgusting thieving freak I know.
Okay. Well, first of all, if you're saying it like you only know one Ronnie, and if that's the case, that only is my dad, because, you named your son Ronnie as well. So are you saying that my dad is a disgusting?
No. I named your dad Ronnie long before I met this other Ronnie, the Ronnie who's a disgusting thieving freak. And I'm sad, that the name was tarnished and they still chose to use it.
Okay. Well, then you can't really say that the only person because my dad. So what do you think about my dad now? Just to be clear.
He's fine. He's fine because he had it before it was tainted. But do you remember in junior year of high school when you started struggling in math and then you stopped doing your homework and then you started hanging out at the skate park and then you started doing weed?
Okay.
Why do you think that was?
All right.
You're a Ronnie.
Okay. First of all, Grandma, I wasn't doing weed. I had a couple of friends who smoked weed, and sure, like I did at the skate park, but I didn't smoke weed.
I remember you came home and your parents said you stunk like the devil.
Well, yeah, but because we were at the skate park outside, teenagers just stink, Grandma. Like,
there's my grandson. There he is.
Oh, hey, Pop.
Hey, come in here. Have a little bite of my chicken pot pie. Come on over.
We're doing
Ronnie.
chicken pot pies tonight.
Have a little bite of my chicken pot pie. Yeah, that's my guy. What's your grandma going off about right now?
Oh my God. It's so soggy. What is
the pie?
The crust is so soggy.
I haven't nailed the crust yet. I sure haven't.
I told him it's too much liquid.
It's almost not a pie at all, Pop.
Oh, yes, it's more of a chicken pot crumble, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, Grandma was talking about how she didn't want them to name my parents to name me Ronnie.
This again. Oh, she got in a fight with one Ronnie that worked the McDonald's because he wasn't going to give her a 2-for-1 deal.
Ronnie McDonnie.
It wasn't Ronnie. Yes. the actual guy she got in a fight with.
It wasn't the
Mark.
Clown, but he was a clown.
She got in a fight with a guy named Mark, and she kept calling him Ronnie because he worked at McDonald's.
Hey, Ronnie McDonnie.
You can't hate every Ronnie, honey.
I hate our grandson in the same way that I hate that McDonald's. Your name. I mean, your name. I love you. You've done such a good job for the name you were given.
Okay, but then Grandma, if you look at me think about it right now. I'm 22 years old. I have a successful online business selling T-shirts. Clearly you should be able to say, well, maybe I've broken that Ronnie curse. Okay. And that I'm actually changed the name Ronnie back for the better.
Well, that is nice. You are a good boy, and I'm very proud of your T-shirt line. What's it called again?
Ronnie's Shirts.
It's very inventive. I don't know how you're going to sell any of them with that disgusting name on them, but Ronnie. I really hope success for you.
Ronnie, did you get my email about my shirt idea? It says chicken pot pie on the front.
Yeah. I got the idea, and I think.
And what does it say on the back?
Not soggy anymore.
Yeah, which Grandpa because I think on the bottom you also had a totally different business plan of how the shirt wouldn't necessarily introduce your line of pot pies you're starting. But honestly, if we're talking about the pot pie I just ate, the back of the shirt would be a lie because it's still soggy. It's still soggy. You haven't nailed it.
And that's a fair businessman. I like that you're that way, and you were raised well. And I think that the curse of the name doesn't exist like my...
Tag out Dad and Ryan. Hey, you're the guy that sold me this shirt, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're the owner of Ronnie's Shirts?
Yeah.
I want to refund you, disgusting, nasty businessman. I bought your pot pie shirt, and you know what? Every single pot pie I've ever eaten has been soggy as a soggy, wet dollar that was fished out of a pond.
Okay,
I should have known.
I'm sorry. Well, first of all, hold on. Hold on. So, if every pot pie was like that before you bought the shirt, then why did you buy the shirt?
Because I went out on a limb, thought I could trust a man named Ronnie. But you know what? You've just gone and sullied that name. I bought the shirt thinking, oh, this guy sounds like a nice, truthful man. I'll believe him. So I bought it. I wore it. I ate 10 pot pies, each one of them soggier and wetter and more crumbly and mushy than the last.
Honey, this is the stop you wanted to make on the way to the hospital. You're pregnant. Your water is broken. We got to get you there.
Yeah. Hold on. You better hold on. Keep the car running while I chew out this man for selling me a lie of a T-shirt, okay?
Okay. Ma'am, look, it clearly looks like you are in a hurry. So I'll give you the refund. All right. What is that? A chicken pot pie shirt? That's like $12.75.
Yes.
I'll give you. I have $12 on me right now. I can give you that if that's fine.
Oh, gonna shortchange me too.
Don't nickel and dime him,
guy.
Look, I don't have any other cash on me, and I just want to make this quick for you. I'm sorry that you didn't like the shirt. How about this? I'll give you $12, and you can also keep the shirt.
No. You want me to wear this shirt while I'm on the way to the hospital to give birth to our first child?
Make way. This woman needs to go straight to the delivery room. Come on. Okay, how are we doing? Are we in contractions? Is everybody breathing?
I was going to get out of the way, by the way. You didn't have to make a big show of it. I know you were looking at me there.
Well, you keep standing in my way, Mark. And when there's a gurney with a pregnant woman coming through, you better get out of the way or I'm going to butt bump you.
I saw it. I was going to be out of the way in time. Okay,
now we're sure we're ready for birth here, right? You've had contractions.
Yes, they're just a minute apart. I think the head is coming out. I am so angry. I think this child's going to come out in seconds right now.
I'm seeing you wearing a pot pie shirt with a lot of stains on the front. Are you feeling okay? It looks like you're really full.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you.
Ooh.
Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Yes. I am very full because every time I brought a pot pie to my mouth, it crumbled and stained this shirt. Come on, this is a hospital.
I'm sorry,
cut this shirt off of me.
People in here before who were accidentally very full and not at full term. So I just wanted to make sure you were really giving birth today. And I saw the shirt and I didn't. I just wanted to make sure you weren't just really full from Pop Pop.
Well, now you've got me second guessing. Get your head down between my legs, Doc, and tell me what's going on.
Okay, to the operating room. Somebody bring some paper towels. There is gravy everywhere.
Look, honey,
whatever's inside of a Pop Pop.
Honey, before my parents come over to meet the baby, I just have to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just a dinner. I don't think you gave birth yet. I think this is a dinner in the crib. And I don't know. I've held on to the lie long enough, but I think it's just dinner.
You're going to say that in front of our child? In front of our child?
You haven't lost the baby weight. And I'm not saying I need you to. I'm just saying I think there might still be a baby in there. And this is dinner.
Hello. The door was unlocked. We just walked right in.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Smells delicious in here.
Oh,
the garage door was unlocked, but the front door was. All right, never mind. Come in.
Yeah, the front door was deadbolted.
Yeah. They came in right through the garage where we built the nursery.
Yeah, man, it smells really good in here, which is funny because when the baby's around, it never smells this good. So you guys are you're on your double duty.
Well, would you like to meet our new child?
Just prepare yourself, just for we haven't sent any pictures and everything like that. So
I gave birth to 3 children, so I know what a young child looks like, and I get that sometimes they have to grow into their skin.
Okay. And baby, you were beautiful the whole time. The whole time.
Thank you. Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Me?
Wait. Yeah, I guess your parents would be talking to you, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you were talking to your wife, okay.
Yes. He tells me that all the time.
Well, it smells so good in here. I'd love to hold the baby if that's okay.
All right. I'll hand you the baby. Support his head and his body.
Okay.
He's a little weak. He's a little weak right now.
Oh, he's in sort of a warm pan. Covered in a little blanket. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, you want to pull back the blanket and see this little one's face for the first time?
Oh, I'll do it. Okay. Interesting. Now, you all know I'm subject to sometimes cartoon-like hallucinations.
Scene.
Is this maybe a pie?
we were getting there. No one wanted to say it.
Yeah. That was great.
Oh my God. I just got a shocker of a text.
Whoa.
An absolute shocker. I have to share it.
This is real? Okay.
I'm going to set up a little context here.
Mm-hmm.
So our therapist used to be down the street. This is an errant context, but on the same floor as my physician, which was just interesting. They were both in the same building. Anyway, in the waiting room, it was like a waiting room for 4 different therapists. So you would be in the waiting room with other people and you would see a therapist come in and be like, yeah, I have the right therapist. This guy kind of probably sucks. And there was always one therapist that I thought was a bummer, who was like a dude in his 40s or 50s who wore like kind of oversized suits that didn't fit him really well. And he just seemed odd. He had like a really uncomfortable energy to me. And it was like, I was never sure anything with this guy. I know someone who used to go to him, and they just texted me that they found out that he's being investigated for sleeping with clients, which I'm absolutely... Ryan, do you know the guy I'm talking about?
I imagine this guy in like a tweed jacket. Sort of.
Yeah, like kind of a tweed jacket that looks like he got it from his older brother, even though he's like 52.
Yeah. I think I know the guy. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because he didn't even seem like a dude that would know how to... do that.
I know. I was like, who's the therapist here? This guy seems sad whenever I would see him. Oh man, what crazy news.
I know. Because
that's also such weird, like back channel. That's some specific dish. You know what I mean?
It is very specific dish. He's just such a big piece of my life because I always thought I was just like, if you're going to wear suits, they got to fit you. Otherwise, just wear a t-shirt.
So there was already red flags all over the place.
Exactly. So we all just stuck with me of like, he looked like the example of like the flustered public defender, you know, who like he felt like that, but for therapy. And so I'm just absolutely shocked that he was doing this.
Does that like recontextualize like everything he's ever told you now that you know it's coming from kind of a skeevy guy?
Well, because most people I know, going deeper down the rabbit hole, it's just someone else's story, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But he was like not a very good therapist to this person, and they left him. And so he was like he like picked sides in like a thing that
they must not have had that connection. You know? Yeah, they must not have had that love connection, and the feeling wasn't mutual. So,
I don't know why it really is just striking me. I think that guy was just such a big figure in my life of like funny people that I've seen over, like, just would always see him. And I always thought this is obviously a projection, but he was like mad at me that I didn't see him, even though we never talked. I always got him. He would like come in and I'd be like, "You're
this
mad
guy's jealous. This therapist is jealous. He sees me sit in the waiting room."
All right, I got it. Man, that's really interesting about your father. Well, just tell me a little bit more.
Well, I think at the end of the day, when I really think of him, I don't have like a lot of strong memories, but all my memories are kind of being scared to share emotion around him. And he never made things like weird when I did, but he never shared anything with me. I didn't really know him, I'm realizing.
Right. Yeah. Right. I could see even right now, bringing up the memories, it kind of tenses you up.
Yeah. So I do feel it in my body. I feel it like I know you kind of told me to do this. Like I feel it in my stomach a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. How about I get you a nice little glass of red wine over here to kind of ease the mood a little bit.
That is red wine. Okay, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I'll pour you a little nice little glass. Not a full glass because obviously we're in a session, but
really, nice I mean, Sean said that like you really were helpful for him.
Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you. And since we moved our session from 11 a.m. to 7:30, I guess a wine would be okay.
Yeah, Sean is like a really good platonic client. He's like someone that I look at and I'm like, this is a really just a client all the way.
Term? Platonic client, is that a therapy term? I know that the word platonic in a different sense.
Yeah, I mean, in therapy, everybody's a little bit different. I mean, you can clearly see that, I'm not your mother's therapist. I'm here to get down. True. I'm here to get down to the bottom of this. And do you mind if I take off my jacket?
Sure. Are you going to be leaving the scarf on, or are you doing the whole?
Well, the scarf stays on for now, but we'll see how we feel towards the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Because as long as you're comfortable, yeah, I feel like I can kind of. Wow. Yeah.
Take this off.
What, you did that with such flair, like a magician almost.
You'll never believe it, but this coat used to belong to my brother, who was a NBA basketball player.
Oh yeah, I actually would believe it. Is it the same parents?
No, different dad. Dad. That's why he's 6'7" and I'm 5'10".
Right, because that was almost like a duster on you. It was like a Matrix jacket on you, but it looks like it's just a standard coat.
Yeah. On him, it fits right around to his waist. Yeah, on me, it's a tad bit longer, but I just like the material and stuff. Anyway, we were talking about your father.
Sorry. I think I probably...
Ding dong! DoorDash, sorry. I got a surf and turf here.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of getting a DoorDash.
Is Surf and Turf the name of the restaurant, or does he know what you ordered?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how you doing?
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you so much. And there's extra clams in here, right?
Extra clams and a dozen roses, yeah.
Thank you so much.
What? Doc,
I just put these on the table right here.
Feeling a little annoyed here as I fix my hair. I'm going to fix my camera, take a quick break. He's back. I'm feeling a little annoyed here, Doc. I feel like I was so scared to go to therapy in the first place, and I just haven't even been able to get into what I'm talking about. There's so many distractions. Are you eating this dinner now in front of me?
No. I actually just have this here as a sort of, pain easer for both of us. So if you would like, you could also have some of this. I have way too much.
I am feeling like a little hungry. I
guess. Sure. How about this?
It's like a really expensive steak and lobster and clams. Wow.
Yeah. How about this?
You and I. Surf, it seems like. A lot more surf.
Well, how about this? You and I just both grab a clam real quick. Just cheers a clam. Let's just,
Okay,
cheers a clam.
Uh-huh.
Not the oysters. The oysters are for later.
So we're going to suck the clams down?
Yeah, the clams set the mood. And then the oysters
the clams like an oyster? All right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think you got a little bit around your...
You know what? I'm having a sense memory. Oh, okay.
Let me get this right. A little bit around your lip. Let me get that.
You really lingered on my lower lip there.
Yeah, it was a hard stain. It's a hard stain.
I think that's just a crack. I think I have chapped lips. I'm sorry. I'm having a sense memory. My dad actually, like, the only times we connected is he would take me to the Hungry Hunter, and we would have like a steak and lobster dinner. And one night, that's where he told me some of his experiences in Vietnam.
Oh my gosh!
He had a little too much whiskey.
You have to lay down. You have to lay down. You have to lay down. All right.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to rub. As you tell me this story, I'm going to rub my fingers through your hair.
Oh yeah.
Continue, please.
This is really nice, actually.
Uh-huh.
Really nice.
Barging in through the door. Doc, I had to see you. I had to. Whoa. You're seeing another patient?
Francesca, this is not appropriate.
This is not appropriate. Me coming to see you when I'm in a emotional landfill right now, and you've got your fingers tangled in somebody else's hair.
You barging into my office hours like this, without calling, that's inappropriate. And I've told you before, like our client relationship is strictly platonic now. We're platonic client.
Who is
therapist.
this? Does she? Who is this? I mean, does she even like reveal herself like I do? Does she even talk about her parents? Does she open up like me? Who do you think you are?
Who do you think I am? Who do you think you are? And you call it platonic. Was it platonic when I told you about the first time I ever saw a butt? Huh? I let you in. I let you in deep, okay?
Yes, you did. That was very deep of you to let me in about the first time you saw a butt. I admit that, all right? But look, ladies, listen. It seems right now that tempers are high, and the way I see it, there's a lot of surf and turf on this table. I have a whole bottle of red wine over here. How about we all just crack a couple clams, each get a glass of red wine, relax, and take this mono and mono therapy session and make it a small little group therapy session.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you over the Chris Isaac that's playing. Could we turn it down just a little bit?
Chris Isaac sets the mood. There's nothing more that I love than hearing Chris Isaac sing. And I don't want to fall in love.
You know what? I'll see myself out. Clearly, I'm interrupting something.
Francesca.
No, I will take my copay and deductible elsewhere.
No,
Slam.
Francesca, please. She
Get up off your knees. Stop begging her to come back to you.
I actually just fell. It wasn't on purpose.
I was about to burst in as the police and say this is highly illegal. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind a glass of wine at my therapist's office every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a head rub.
Yeah. She'd be like, let's just do the full mom treatment today. Thanks, Mom. Should I sit on your lap?
I filled out the mommy special for today.
Yeah, how do you want to be treated today? That's like, today I'm feeling a little bit more fetal than usual. So yeah, definitely mom treatment today.
I'm feeling pretty fetal. Anybody remember being a fetus? I don't really have many fetal memories. I think my memories didn't start until I became sort of in the world person.
Well, I will say this. I listened to my fair share of like biographies. And it's interesting to me mostly because sometimes people will really have like really vivid memories of like their childhood and like even like, yeah, my dad was a so and so forth and this and that. And, when he got into the, it's like these kind of real like seemingly strong memory through lines about necessarily themselves as young child and even like kind of like their parents up until the point when they had them. And I'd be listening and I'm just like, I don't think I could ever write a memoir because I don't remember shit about my, you know what I mean? Like all my memories are just very sporadic, you know, this, but they have no connection. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so like, they'll be like, I remember going to my grandma's house down on 8th Street, just walking, the clink clank of my feet hitting the concrete. And I think one day I'm going, you know, all this type of stuff. And I'm like, I don't remember any of that shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I've had that exact same thought where it's like, I guess if I ever want to write a book about my life, I better start taking notes.
Right.
Because I have no memories from that time and place. And it really feels like I read those and I'm like, oh, so you're lying? This is all made up.
Right. You're just a great storyteller.
Right. I couldn't, yeah. I'd just be like, and I was even thinking, I was like, should I just like ask my mom like some questions and have a tape recorder? Just be like, hey, da-da-da. Just, you know, just posterity's sake. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I don't think so. I guess if I'm starting, I'd be like, the start of the book is, so I'm 18, right?
So I'm 18 and I just graduated high school. It's my first memory. Do you find when you read those biographies that everybody has had a really interesting life, or is some of it just like that the mundane stuff is interesting? Like, is everything fantastical, or is it most people just like, oh, I mean, I don't know what kind of biographies you're reading, but.
Well, the thing that I think I connect with a lot, especially, you know, when I was younger reading them, was it made me feel connected to people in a way that, you know, in my own, you know, like in a way where like I felt kind of, you know, just weird, or like, I don't think there's, you know, like there's nobody like me and there's nobody like anybody. But at the same time, in that, you know, you read some of those books and then some habits or some things or some people that, you know, that you admire, you're like, oh, like I kind of do that. Or like, oh, I have, you know, which makes it feel like less of like this really weird, like awkward thing about yourself and more of a thing that like, oh, that's kind of like a trait that I share with other people who have had impact in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, you know, I usually read biographies about people that I find interesting or people and usually it is like, oh yeah, like you kind of see the moments that necessarily kind of developed the person to be kind of who they are, rather than like overly driven or like all this type of stuff. Because I also read the biographies and also see a lot of the things that are my Achilles heel, which I mean, like, man, if I was more that a little bit, you know, maybe I would be further along in whatever my endeavors are. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So it's really interesting.
I read some of my roommate Roxy really liked some Murakami's like biography about running. Have you guys read it? I think I've maybe talked about it.
I haven't read it, but I know what you're talking about.
Where he basically like he talks about his experience becoming a marathon runner and like just generally a runner, but also weaves in like his own life and his motivation. And it made me feel I waffled because the way he describes things make it feel so easy, where he's like, so I was 24 and I decided to open a bar with my wife, and I opened a bar for 8 years and whatever. And then it's like, and then I decided to run the actual Athens, like Olympic marathon. That was pretty hard. And I ran it. And it, like, but there's a lot of stuff like that where it's like, then I started writing, and it took me a while. But the first story I ever wrote got bought, and then I wrote another one, and I was like, I think I need a little more struggle in here.
Yeah. There's a lot being left out, it feels like.
That part of it has what reminded me is, Ronnie, you saying that of like, oh yeah, in my life I've been like, oh, it would be cool to have my own bar, like, or my own like cafe or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or I feel like there's a couple of specifics. There's something to do with baseball. I don't know if he was like going to baseball games or like joined a baseball team or whatever, but like stuff like that where it's like, oh, I wish I had a little more of that get up and go that he has.
Right.
That I did leave it. Depending on the night, I would read a chapter and either be really motivated or really like, fuck you, Murakami.
This was not the purpose of the book, to make me frustrated and not work.
Yeah. I've definitely had it a little bit in pandemic, like a similar feeling where running into people who like look good or who are like working. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, I'm sure you had your own inner turmoil, and everybody handles it differently. But whoever's like handled it by being like, yeah, I took up like a very physical activity, and I've been reading more and whatever. I'm like, no, you should be suffering as much as me.
I actually took up marathon running and money making. So it's been years. I learned all the markets, and it's going great.
Yeah, this pandemic actually, I hate to say it because, I like discussing money, but yeah, I'm actually 3 times richer coming out of the pandemic than I was going in.
Right. Oh, I wish.
I freaking wish. All right. So we're excited. We've got a couple execs here from Random House. And what we're going to do, because we trust your writing so much and we like some of your early drafts, is we're going to have you record some of the audio book of your memoirs. And it's our first time hearing it, so we might chime in a little bit, but we're kind of excited to hear what you've got so far. Thanks for being here. And we love your writing. We just love it.
Thank you. Excited to be here. Excited to record. I think my story is really going to touch a lot of people.
Great. Great. So I'm seeing here chapter 1, which looks pretty short, but it's my childhood. Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll just start there, and we'll hit record right there, and just at your leisure. Do you need anything before you go? Some tea, some water?
Oh, no, I'm good. I think I could knock this out of the park.
Great.
Great. All right. Chapter 1. I am born. The year is 1990. My mother had an easy birth. I came out in 2 hours. I am 1 year old. The house is full of toys. The cake is huge on the table. Presents are stacked high. Everyone is happy to celebrate my 1 year of life. I am 5 years old. I can read novels. My teacher is very impressed. I decide to take up writing novels myself. Chapter 7.
Okay, we're jumping to chapter. So we're
I thought it'd be a nice.
Those were each chapters there, right? Those were each chapters.
Each chapters of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
sounding good. Am I sounding clear? Do I need to enunciate?
Audio wise, how are we? How are we there?
Everything is sounding crystal clear. I'm getting a little bit of feedback from the executives that there aren't really any details. So I was wondering, or the executives were wondering, if just for the record, we wanted to make it any more interesting than the text.
And I want to thank you right now, Arnold, for kind of. I know you're the engineer, but for mediating all the notes, we really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Everybody's being very professional, and I hope that doesn't change.
Personally, I loved the prose. I mean, I was really hooked by the way it was flowing. Mm-hmm. But I think your story is so unique. I think people might be curious. But why don't we jump into chapter 7 and keep flowing? And maybe it's. I don't want to note back the executives, but maybe it's just the way that we really get into the depth of your story.
I'll let them know.
Thank you. All right. They want more detail. I guess I'll go a little off book, so to speak. Whew.
They love that.
Ready?
And are we speeding?
Sound is recording.
Right.
All right. Chapter 7. I'm in high school. Freshman year is challenging. I make a lot of friends. The first friend I ever meet, his name is Jason. Cannot remember his last name. Was it Bourne? Or am I just confusing that with the action hero? Perhaps it was
I'm
Caldwell.
getting a cut here from the booth.
Oh, what? Yes?
I'm getting a cut here from the booth.
What happened? What happened?
The execs are saying, if you can't remember something, let's just read the page. Let's not add if it was Jason Bourne. We're not going to use any. And again, this is the execs talking. They don't want to use any famous characters in the biography.
All right. So less detail then is what they want? Less detail?
They want more detail. They're a particular bunch, I'll just say. But they did just get delivered some chicken salad sandwiches, so you might be good for another 5-10 minutes.
All right, cool. Let's hurry up and record the rest of this in those 5-10 minutes.
All right, let's go ahead.
Sound is recording.
All right. It is senior year of high school. I have been invited to senior prom by no less than 10 different boys. One of them was a freshman. 2 of them were sophomores. 3 of them were juniors. And the rest were seniors my age. One of them was Jason again. I still can't remember his last name. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. But it would be nice to remember his name in case he's listening to this.
Again. I'm so
in
sorry
case he's
again.
listening to this audiobook, let me finish, and we can reconnect in case I can remember his last name. Because Jason, I haven't stopped thinking about you. Okay, cut. Yes.
Well, unfortunately, we had already cut. But
what?
I'm getting from the execs here that while technically there is still more detail, it just seems like we're glossing over a lot, and they want to know. I guess. They don't know how to say this, but some of it sounds like you're just making this up off the fly.
Wow. Making it up off the fly of my life? Wouldn't you tell them to come in here and talk to my face, huh? It sounds like they want something real specific out of me. What is it, huh? What do you want out of me?
Yeah, I don't care. I'll do it.
Okay, here comes one.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. This is Robert Snout. I'm the head over here at Random House.
Yeah? What do you got to say to me, huh?
Well, now listen. We loved the spec of the book. We loved everything that we had, and we loved everything that you've done in your life as an adult. But people need to understand how you became the person you are today through, your younger year setbacks or whatever. And it just seems right now that every detail that you're giving, it's like it's evergreen. It's like anybody can have that. The presents were stacked high on everyone celebrated my first birthday. That's like anyone. Like, we need more specifics. Somebody named Jason. I know 14 Jasons. I fired 3 Jasons last week. All right. So we need more. We need something more specific about your life. Tell us what made you you. What are the events that made you you? Whatever chapter that is, go right to that chapter and start talking about that.
Wow. Real slap in the face from the executives there. Fine.
I'm sorry. I'll say this. I'm the one that pitched the idea of doing the audio book and everyone hearing it at the same time. And I'm thinking we won't do that again after today. I think you've been a good guinea pig. And I'm realizing that there's a lot of issues that come up from that. But let's go ahead into maybe one of your chapters that's got a little more depth and more specificity.
Just to let everybody know, as an engineer, I do work hourly. So...
Well, then,
time how you'd like.
You should be happy about this, then.
Oh, no.
Okay,
right.
I'm just saying, it's soon we're going to be in the golden hour, and I want to make sure everybody's aware I'm still getting paid.
We're on the first 15 minutes of the day.
I can feel it coming.
Chapter.
All right, sound is recording.
Chapter, I don't know. This is a bonus chapter, I suppose. I am young. My uncle and my father have just had a fight. My uncle is now expecting me to betray my father on his behalf. He takes me to a field, asks me to play around. Little do I know, his compatriots are going to cause a stampede of wildebeest through this plain, where my father has been tricked into coming, thinking I am in danger. My father died that day. I don't know, okay? My life has been easy. My life has been pretty easy, okay? I'm reaching in the depths here, okay? That seems sad, though. Simba's story is sad, and I thought I could appropriate it as my own.
Hey, Robert Snout here again.
Okay, don't choke on your chicken salad.
Sorry, I said, yeah, and it's getting colder. Right, so, I don't want to be doing this. But, listen.
Yeah, a chicken salad sandwich is not the type of salad sandwich that you can just be very physical with.
Hey, buddy.
Watch the board.
Hey, buddy, you don't become me. You don't become a Robert Snout without shaking a chicken salad sandwich or two, okay? Listen.
Mostly just bread. For now.
My problem here is this. I hear no conviction in your storytelling. Listen here. I'm going to be honest with you.
We have your egg salad sandwich here for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Give me that in my right hand, please.
Thank you.
Just put that right there. Thank you.
Sure.
Now listen. My problem is, look, if you're going to lie to the people, I don't care. I'm just here to sell books, right? But the story has to be convincing, right? You're over here telling a story and it sounds like the guy saying the Lion King. Like, you can't tell a story that sounds like the Lion King. Like, you have to tell a story. Even if you're lying, lie to us, baby. I don't care. Just tell us a story that people will buy, and it will continue to put more egg salad sandwiches in my hands. You know?
No, you know what? I quit. I've given this a good go. How about you, sandwich salad man? Why don't you give it a go, huh? You have so many notes for me. You think you could do this better? Let's hear your life story, huh? How did you get to be one of the top dogs at Random House Publishing, huh? Huh?
Wow, the shoe's on the other foot here.
Roll on
Get out of the
this.
way.
Okay, sound is recording.
Putting the headphones on while still holding the sandwiches.
You hear the sandwiches shaking in the air.
When you think of Mad Men, that's my life. That's where I was born into. It was the 50s. Elvis Presley was playing on the radio. Bo Diddley was playing on the radio.
Oh, no.
It's stuck.
Sorry.
Buddy Holly was playing on the radio. That's all you heard throughout the house. You know, my older brother, he was a greaser. My older brother was a big greaser. And I always wanted to follow in his greaser footsteps, but he said, no, not you. You're not a greaser.
Is this The Outsiders?
Yes.
You're not a greaser. So I said, well, then what am I? And he said, Robert, but he called me Robbie. He goes, Robbie, you're a suit. And I took that to heart. And then every day since then, I've been working my way to be a suit.
Hey, Allyn. I was doing the book record today. Was it all right, honey?
No, it was awful. CEO really showed me my place in this world, I suppose.
You made sure not to put in there that you're having an affair with me, Slick Willie, right?
Don't worry. I didn't tell anybody.
I can't have that coming out, Allyn.
I didn't let it slip. I don't think I let it slip.
Oh, it's Monica all over again.
Please. If it came out of the audience.
Bill.
Oh, no.
Bill, we got to have a talk. Again. Bill, again with this? You know you're going to get caught.
Maybe that's why I do it. I don't know.
You did the exact same disgusting stuff, Bill.
I don't know. I'm a sicko.
Yeah, I know. Half the country always thought so, and I'm beginning to side with them.
Come on.
Honey, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Oh, has this been Hillary I'm talking to?
Yes.
Scene.
What a confidently finished scene. Oh, I love it. That really threw me for a loop.
Sometimes you do a thing that you're so confident is going to make sense. It's like, oh, everyone probably was about to do this.
I fully support it, but I was not close, I'll tell you. I was not close to almost doing it.
Was that his nickname? Slick Willie?
Slick
Willie, yeah.
Willie.
Which I was like, oh. And then it was like, Monica, I was like, oh. And then that's when I heard it. I was like, oh, I think he's Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton is also so funny because he was really funny about 15 years ago or whatever, but not recently. You know what I mean? He's not really like in the zeitgeist anymore.
He's always in my zeitgeist, my guy.
Oh my God. I mean,
Always ready to rip out that lukewarm Bill Clinton impression.
And that's the best I've ever done it. I was like, I came out and I was like, hey, this is not bad
Honestly, the
today.
second when I realized it was Bill Clinton, I was like, oh, I hear it now.
I'll tell you what, as soon as I realized it, that was the impression, I thought it was a great impression.
Same. Yeah, thinking back, I'm like, oh, duh, that's on me. That's on me for not recognizing it.
Right. And a good impression isn't about how quickly you recognize it. It's about about how deep you feel it after you do recognize it.
Thank you, everybody. I agree with all of the compliments.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It was a big risk that only a brave and confident and funny comedian would have made.
Wow. Thank you.
You're fantastic.
I had this is like a total change of subject, but it just crossed my mind that I needed to complain about something. I had one of those days yesterday. It happens to be a lot in like Burbank and the Glendale area where everybody was not aware of other people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And like it happened yesterday. I went to see the Batman, but first I got a sandwich at this place, Ike's, with my girlfriend. And we did the thing where we were the only ones in there and we stood to the side. They have a huge menu.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like looking at the menu. While we were looking, a guy comes in front of us and does the thing where he is also asking all the questions and looking at the menu, but he's decided he gets to order while he's doing it. And his thing was, what sandwich will I be able to eat tomorrow? And so he was going through the whole menu trying to modify sandwiches so they would still be good tomorrow. If you don't know Ike's, it's impossible. The whole idea with Ike's is that they are like the sauciest sandwiches you'll ever get. That's their whole thing. And so eventually the guy working there was like, hey man, maybe you should just come in tomorrow.
To you, my darling.
No, to you.
The Roses were living the dream.
More champagne for me, please.
Until it all came crashing down.
He got fired. Fired?
From the director of Meet the Parents.
You're a failure. Women don't like that.
If you need a shoulder or an inner thigh to lean on.
On August 29th.
I just want the house.
We want everything.
Wow. Stop.
You stop!
And see The Roses.
These people.
The Roses. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. In theaters everywhere, August 29th.
I never thought of this.
Wow.
After truly 5 minutes of the guy like asking about everything on the menu. And it was like, thank you so much to the person working here, because it was the only way this was going to work out where I wasn't going to have to wait 10 more minutes.
Did he leave? Did he just decide to come
Well,
back?
he was with someone else who got a sandwich on the day.
Oh.
And he didn't get anything. And then in the theater, same thing. This woman is having the longest interaction I've ever seen. Like, we ordered on the app and we had to show the guy the thing. And it just 5 minutes, whatever.
So you went to, hold on. So you went to Ike's to get food, and then you ate also in the theater? So you're getting popcorn and stuff as well?
I did dessert in the theater. So I did a soda and I did cinnamon pretzel bites.
Nice.
Okay.
With the icing dip.
Okay.
Because I was like, it's a 3-hour movie. I'm going to have something to nibble on.
Yeah, you got to be bad.
Right. Got to be bad.
Then in the theater, this group of absolute anarchists just sat in our seats. They just took our seats. They took our pre-reserved seats.
Oh, no.
And before the movie, they were like lolling and, just making a lot of noise. And it was one of those things where I was like, is this going to be the worst experience of my life? Am I going to sit through the whole movie seething and wondering if I have to speak up for myself, and then like knowing I'm a coward and all that? They ended up quieting down, but it was just like
But
a
did they
real
stay in your
day.
seats?
What's that?
They stayed in your
They
seats?
stayed in our seats. We just had to sit somewhere else.
Oh my God.
Because I don't know. It was like, well, we can sit here, but then I'm really nervous during the previews that the owners of those seats are going to come and I have to be like, I'm not this way.
Right.
I'm just a coward. But just everything would be a little bit like, what would the world look like if when that guy was asking all the questions, I was like, hey man, we actually know what we want. Would you mind if we ordered first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's it within your rights.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And same at the theater of like, hey, this seems like a huge to do. Can we just literally show you this and move through? Like stuff that I am absolutely incapable of.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, I think it makes sense. Like, I think I think you also have to, like, I think there's some people in the world that are just being like, I will never stand for this disrespect, like no matter what, and I put disrespect in quotes. And I think there's other people in the world who kind of like assess in a way of being like, how important is this to me? Like, 'cause sometimes I'll go to something and I can go to a movie theater and sometimes there's been sometimes I'm being like, all right, there's two guys. One of them I think is in my seat, but there's also just like another seat right here that's also fine. I could say something, but that seat has no value to me. And I also wouldn't even want to be in it. Because if I ask them to move, they're probably going to sit closer to me and I'm trying to be away from people. So I'll just sit here. Like, it's okay. But there are other times being like, no, this is the thing I chose and I want it. And I'll say something like, hey, whatever. But the thing that gets me, especially when I go to movie theaters, this is the thing that makes me upset. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, I want to go to see a movie. But, you still have that kind of like, pandemic thinking. So you're like, I don't want it to be too packed or whatever. So, and so the same thing with the Batman. I seen the Batman, but I seen the Batman like really fucking late when it's like 11:30 at night because I wanted to see it IMAX, like 11:30 at night. So it wasn't really that packed. And even when I got my ticket, it was like really late. And and when you're picking the seats, you can clearly see oh, okay, cool. This section right here, there's nobody, okay, like it's a little pocket where it's like nobody's around me. Like I'll be fine. Like I'm good. I'm safe here. Safe. And this has happened another times where I'd be like, all right, cool. And I show up to the movie theater and I'm like, is this the right place? Because it seems like there's a lot more people here than the app showed that had seats. And then so I'd be like sitting around, I'd be like, and it's just, and I'm just like, and some people have like their foot on like, not maybe on your seat, but like a seat over to yours or something. I'm just like, it doesn't bug me, but it's not bothering me, but there's something about it that's like, get your damn feet down. Like, what do you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
it's like a principle
right
thing.
Almost, you know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
Right.
I'm not grossed out by your foot, but I am grossed out by your inhumanity.
Right. So like, yeah. So that is interesting though, because it is like, it's like, I'm not the most aggressive person, but there are moments where I do take the unaggressive route where I'm thinking like, should I have took the aggressive route? Should I have said something? Should I?
Right.
Yeah. Movie theaters are interesting too, especially when you can pick seats. Like I went to see House of Gucci a few months ago with a friend. And when we bought tickets like in an empty row. We were like to the side and it was a pretty empty theater. And then when we sat down, another couple sat down right next to us. And it was like this huge long row. And like, then they were like, cuddling and like giggling a lot. And we were like, should we move? But then it was also like a dumb thing of like, if we move, it's going to be awkward because they know that we moved because of them. And it's like the smallest bit of confrontation. So we just like sat there the whole movie, slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah. I take it back. That's my biggest one. My biggest pet peeve is being like when there are other seats around in a way, and then somebody wants to pick the seat that's like right next to me or something. I'm like, this is insane. Like, especially nowadays, this is insane.
Right.
You should be put in an asylum for it. You should be put in specifically Arkham Asylum for it.
Yes.
It is a behavior that makes no sense to me. And I would have done the same thing, Allyn. I would have done the exact same thing.
Just sat there. Yeah.
Been like, I don't want to make them feel bad, so I'm going to have a bad time and remember this for the rest of my life.
Totally. I feel like the movie theater should have a thing where they assign people seats as far away from whoever has tickets so far. So like the corners fill up first, then the middle, then like whatever's in between. You know what I mean? Like, why can't the theater figure it out?
Yeah.
Why do we have to like?
Because people in this country are absolutely obsessed with freedom.
Right.
Like nobody can decide where I'm sitting. I don't care if you bought those seats. I wanted these other ones, and it is a free country, and I'm going to sit in them. And if you have a problem, let's be awkward.
That's what I was going to say. It's like people are like kind of playing chicken with you out there, but like you didn't agree to it. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, hey, I'm not like lining my car up against you to like race. It's like, well, I'm going to order this sandwich. Are you going to do anything about it? It's like, don't do that, man.
I think I've started to also feel like I had this when Trump got elected, and I feel it again with Putin, where like they are the natural end of the line of people allowing someone to be a shithead over and over again and being like, just don't say anything.
Right.
Just don't say anything. And it's like, they're obviously the huge example that is absolutely scary and crazy, but it started making me be like, I'm not going to let people do the first thing so they can't get to the last thing, because you can't let someone just like be annoying all the time and just be nodding and be like, yeah, it's okay that you're this way, because they'll keep taking more and more miles.
It would be so fascinating to somehow be able to go back and watch like the video of their life and just watch them take like a little bit more every time they do anything. You know what I mean? Like, when was the first time that Trump realized he could just be evil and not care about people's feelings?
Yeah.
You know, and then like see him do that at an elevator, see him do that at a McDonald's 10,000 times, see, or, you know, whatever he does.
I was thinking about it at a Target because now that they've like taken away the mask mandates, you start thinking about people. And there was a woman in line and her mask was around her chin and her 2 kids' masks were around their chins. And it was like, oh, I'm seeing generational shitheadness happen right here. Where it's like, either wear it or don't wear it. But this act of like protest where it's like, yeah, I'll wear your mask down here. It's like, you look at these little boys. They're going to be pricks, man. And I can tell them right now.
Right. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
Can I just say, your sons are going to be assholes. Your sons are going to be assholes if you don't stop behaving like this.
Okay.
And
no,
I
you
really
can't,
think today's the day.
No, you can't say that. No, you can't say that.
Today's the day. Look at these little kids. They're dirty. They're wearing their masks around their chin. They're walking around. This is a line. Lines are straight. Okay? These kids are running all over the place. And you are raising the next asshole generation of America.
Okay. Well, if you must know, my kids are dirty because we live on the streets. And the masks that are around their chin is because we can't afford masks, so we found these on the ground and they're a little too big.
Well, ma'am, I apologize for my tone immediately, and I'm very sorry about that.
No,
I'm very sorry, ma'am. Okay?
Mommy, we just ran around the whole store because that's the only exercise we're going to get today. But we're done now.
I'm so tired. It worked. I'm so tired. Maybe I'll still be able to sleep tonight, even, with how hard it is out there.
Yeah, it's very...
Kids, can I ask you something? I think it's totally great that you're getting your exercise. Did you guys maybe poop or pee anywhere around the store or get anything messy that you shouldn't have? Because regardless of your living situation, we all know that's not okay, right?
Okay, hey, excuse me. First of all, don't talk to my kids.
I'm really sorry.
You can talk to me.
As soon as I did it, I realized it was wrong. I'm really sorry.
And I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to set some sort of like societal example of like how we should all live. Yes. But I don't think this is the right time to be talking to my kids and teaching them about stuff like this. Like,
I think you're right. Can I buy your groceries? I'm really sorry. Can I buy your groceries? I made a big mistake, and I
only had an orange because that's the only thing that we could afford. We'd slice this orange up in 3.
Well, I'd be happy to buy your groceries. I would. I'd be happy to buy that orange.
Maybe now we can get that bag of Doritos I wanted.
Well, Doritos aren't really good for you. Doritos are kind of like a snack that corporations trick people into eating that are actually really bad for
Okay, excuse me. If you're going to buy our groceries, are you going to nitpick whatever we choose?
I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Absolutely, you can get some Doritos, but let's get that orange and maybe throw in an apple, right? Let's do it.
Okay, look, you know what? No, thank you. We don't need your help. We're okay.
Okay. I do want to really apologize. I thought you were something different than what the situation really is, and I'm really sorry.
Then you felt the need to be able to then go up to those people to then tell them how they should be living?
It was incorrect. And I must apologize. But man, I thought I was right. You ever get that? Because what if you were, we shouldn't even do this hypothetical, but what if you were a rich woman? What if you worked in an office like me and this is how you were behaving in the store? Would have been totally ridiculous.
So what if...
Wait, are we rich, Mommy? Are we rich now?
We're rich in love. Like I always say, we're rich in love.
Now, kids, that's not a real concept, okay? Get a job. You need to get a job and make money. Rich
sir. Okay, listen, sir. Yeah, listen. He's
can't pay your bills with love. Can't eat love.
Okay. All right, sir. Can you get away from us, please?
You're right.
Listen,
I'm totally overstepping. I'm really sorry. I'm going to go.
Kids, he is right. Like if you got to make your way, like mommy has made some choices in our life that's put us in this tight spot. But like I said, we're rich in love and mommy's doing the best she can to get us out of this. And this was a good example of what you don't want to be when you grow up. Sure, right now we're not our best selves, but we don't want to be a person like this.
Your mother's absolutely right. And I'm sorry, kids. And ma'am, I'm sorry to you as well. Here's a 10. Best of luck to you. And I'm going to be on my way. I'm embarrassed. I really am embarrassed.
Hi, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it over here. I'm Steve with Helpful Honda. And we do little random acts of helpfulness all the time. Sir, would you like me to remove this woman and her children from the store?
Finally, someone who is official can do it, so I don't have to. Ma'am,
Absolutely.
I'm really sorry.
We noticed you driving up in a Honda, and
Wow, you guys are great. You guys are really great. You're doing the Lord's work. Yeah, and that is a Honda. I don't know what you're here for, but that is an old Honda. So if you're looking to give a new one, I guess I'm interested.
Well, we used up that random act of helpfulness for you. You could have opted for the Honda, but you picked kicking the family out of the supermarket.
Shit. Was there payment that comes along with that, or like a stipend, or a?
Sir, we've already given you what we wanted to give you. The camera crew is already putting their stuff away.
Wow, that was a pretty quick shoot.
Yeah, well.
Well, ma'am.
Commercials are 15 to 30 seconds long. I mean,
Ma'am, I'm really, really sorry. I didn't really even get anything out of this. I'm really sorry.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I don't mean to bother you about the bar or whatever, but are you the guy from the commercial? Are you the guy that got that family kicked out in the Honda commercial?
Yeah, that's me. You recognize me?
Yeah, I do recognize you.
Uh-huh.
I told you, pay up, buddy. Yeah, see, we told you, I told you, I was like, this is the fucking idiot that fucking chose to kick the people out of the car instead of getting a better car. And I even went outside and I was like, well, it has to be him. There's a shitty Honda out here. And I looked and I saw your shit box Honda and I was like, that has to be it.
Okay. We don't have to talk to strangers like that, sir. You could treat me with a little more respect.
I mean, hey, man, like, I treat people with respect that make good decisions. And for me, I would have been like, well, what's the options first? Oh, get a new car or kick the family out? Shit, they can stay in the supermarket all day. I'll just drive to
you. I don't know what your deal is, but you don't just walk up to someone in a bar and treat someone like this. Look at you with your nasty ass shirt and your fucking self-aggrandized speech to me. Back the fuck off, you dirty loser.
I'll have you know.
I'm already regretting it. What?
I'll have you know that the reason my shirt was so dirty is because I had to bury my wife today.
Good. I'm sorry.
And we were just here at the bar trying to unwind. And I'll admit I came up to you was a little bit aggressive, and I apologize for that. But it's only because I'm hurting inside because, like I said, I had to bury my wife today because I couldn't afford a gravedigger, so I had to do it myself.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. Can I know this isn't going to solve anything, but can I buy you a drink to apologize?
Yeah.
All right. What can I get you?
Like maybe like a rusty nipple, extra fruit.
I never heard of a rusty nipple, but I'll ask for it for sure.
Yeah, extra fruit. Make sure you get extra fruit.
All right. I mean, I said I buy a drink, not really a whole fruit salad, but a bartender, can I get a rusty nipple, please?
Wow.
Extra fruit.
Extra fruit. He wants extra fruit. I don't know what that is.
Well, that rusty nipple is on the Tropicana Corporation, where it is our picked fruit of the day. We give somebody a free drink at the bar, and sir, this free drink is on you. On behalf of all of us at the lovely Tropicana Corporation.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Oh, that's delicious. Rusty nipple, who'd have known?
Yeah, it is scotch, a bunch of oranges, a pineapple.
Well, because I've had a rusty nail, and I've had a buttery nipple, but I've never had a rusty nipple.
Nope, this is the new Tropicana drink. Yeah.
Wow, it's really confusing, palate-wise.
Tropicana presents the rusty nipple.
Wow.
Hey, man, I didn't mean to walk up to you like this. I just take the drink now.
Well, you can have half the drink. I did sort of take a sip of it. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Really
tasty from that glass. First of all, half. That's just the bottom of a drink when like there's just a little bit of liquid at the bottom. That's
well, the
not
ice
half.
is melting. Soon it's going to seem like half.
Dude, you know what? You're like a real fucking asshole.
I'm so sorry.
You're like a real asshole.
You're right. You're right. I don't deserve this. I mean, I do deserve this. You don't deserve my treatment. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't, and you deserve the life that you had. I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty shitty.
Mm-hmm.
And you deserve it. Yeah, sure, my wife may have died, but she died and left me $1 million. So,
what? Yeah. Well, that's congratulations. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for your loss. And
you know what? Everybody in this bar drinks on me except for this fucker.
What?
Wow. And sir, I'm here on behalf of the Chicken Pot Pie Company, and that was our firm toast of the day. A toast as firm as the crusts of our chicken pot pies. Everybody gets a chicken pot pie t-shirt.
No, it's practically liquid.
No, okay, wait, hang on.
Is this a shirt or a pie? It's
yeah, there was confusion on delivery.
Hey, that's my baby. You're eating my baby.
What? This is a sloppy chicken pot pie.
No, that is my baby. I set him down for a second while I was getting a rusty nail at the bar and you started digging into my child.
Ma'am, you shouldn't be drinking. You are still pregnant.
And you can't just set your baby on the windowsill to cool.
There's 45 pie lovers just floating outside.
Especially not in this neighborhood with all these pie lovers. Are you kidding?
Look, I mean, this is my first time at a therapist's office, and I guess I just want to talk about the fact that, last week I found out that I'm a cannibal. I was at a bar, I ate a pie, and this woman, she yelled it to me so much that now I believe that the pie that I thought I was eating actually turned out to be a baby. And now that I'm trying to come to terms with being an actual human cannibal, I just wanted to talk my way through this.
Okay, well, I do think the first thing we need to consider is that you're not a cannibal, but you just have cartoon-like hallucinations. Is that possible? Because I've been trying to diagnose that for a while, and I'm hoping maybe it worked this time around.
I mean, I guess that's possible.
Go ahead and lay down here.
It's kind of pretty chilly in here. Do I have to just stay in my boxers, or can I actually do this in clothes?
I can't force you to stay in your boxers.
Okay, I don't know how this works. I don't want to step on your toes.
You can put on a nice robe. You can put on a kimono, a silk kimono, or we also have wool robes.
Well, I mean, I see you're wearing a nice cashmere robe, so
yeah.
I guess I'll do the kimono.
Okay, now let's go back to the issue at hand.
Mm-hmm. The V on these what you call psychiatrist pills. What does the V stand for?
The V on the psychiatry pills?
Yeah.
It's Viagra. It's Viagra.
Camera pans down. Psychiatrist's penis. It is huge. And engorged. That's it. What is the V on these pills? Well, guys, I think that's a full episode of the Man Dog Pod. Thank you, Ronnie, and thank you, Allyn, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
This was fun.
That was super fun.
Last.
That was a real nice laugh.
Allyn, is there somewhere people can find you online or anything you'd like to plug?
I guess follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want, and Twitter at HeyAllyn, HeyAllyn.
Nice.
Follow me.
Awesome.
There are some tags that are just really good. Like hey, Allyn is like a really solid, like, oh, okay. Like it's really inviting to be like, oh, okay. Yeah. And you just hope that they can back up the content with the name.
I do my best. I do my best.
Just to put a little pressure on you.
Yeah. Ronnie, where can people find you?
Bones Adrian. You could that's Instagram and also on Twitter or whatever. It's not as exciting as Hey Allyn, and also unlike her, I don't back up the content with the name. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it's over there.
Awesome. And of course, You're the Man Now Dog on Patreon, patreon.com/You're the Man Now Dog. And big ups to Brian Holmes for production help, Casey Trailer for the theme song, Annie Wu for the logo, and our newest member of the Man Dog team, Hannah Rehack, for social media. And I don't even know what we're going to call it yet, but all the help on that. So thanks, everybody, and good to see you all again.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for doing that.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Bye.